Although Hurricane Ian did not seriously affect the Eastern Caribbean in terms of infrastructural damage, its devastation of Florida is leading to knock-on consequences for an import-dependent region vulnerable to disruptions in shipping. As a result of Ian's passage, cargo into the USVI has been delayed by up to 3 days, according to Director of the Territorial Emergency Management Agency, Daryl Jashin.
The indirect impact to U.S. Virgin Islands for Tropical Ian will be in our cargo supply chain shipping schedule. A call earlier today to our Territorial Business Emergency Operations Center indicates there has been an impact to the cargo leaving Florida. It's reported that cargo that usually leaves on Wednesdays for St. Thomas, Thursdays for St. Croix, and Fridays for St. Thomas all suffered delays due to port closures in Florida. All vessels are now 3 days behind normal schedule. Talking to Tropical Shipping, they anticipate about 2 weeks before operations and all vessels are back on schedule.
The death toll from Hurricane Ian has reportedly risen to over 90 in Florida as rescue personnel continue to search for survivors. Meanwhile, officials at the Governor Juan F. Louis Hospital are in talks over the feasibility of renting a backup generator as the 2 generators at the hospital continue to require consistent maintenance, and more so after the passage of Tropical Storm Fiona over the territory. Douglas Koch, JFL's CEO, reiterated that the current generators are not in good shape and require constant attention.
These are 30-plus-year-old generators that are constantly being maintained. We've had them up, they've been running, they've been functioned, they've been signed off on by external electrician, and then when they get energized and have to be utilized, different components of the units fail. And then we work constantly to fix them, to make them work.
So and we're getting to a... Hold a second. So do you need new generators?
Time.
We do need new generators, but we're not going to be able to bring in and replace new generators within a time frame of less than 6 months because of the size and the complexity of them. So, our best strategy right now is either to maintain the ones that we have and also look to bring in a rental generator. We've had multiple outages, electrical outages in the community affecting the hospital since that time, where our generators have functioned as intended. That being said, they are not in good shape. We have 2 generators that are, I don't know if they're 30-plus years old, but are, I would say, limping along, and we are constantly working to maintain them. During the most recent Tropical Storm Fiona, we had multiple outages with electrical power, and the generators performed, but we had to do significant maintenance on them, and we have to continue to do significant maintenance on them. I'm actually having a meeting after this Senate committee specifically about our generators.
Okay, excellent. So I know that also there's 2 1200 kW generators that are slated to run the facility independently. What is the status on those? Are those one second. Are those separate from the other generators that we're talking about?
No, those are the 2 generators we're talking about.
Same 30-year-old generators.
Yep.
Okay, so and are there any plans to replace them with newer models that could potentially help operations?
Yeah,
rather than try to maintain them?
Thank you, Senator. To answer your question, the meeting I'm having actually following this meeting is specifically about those 2 generators. One we actually had repaired again yesterday, and we had to actually take parts off of 1 generator to make the other more sustainable. So we are having a conversation later today about what is the need of potentially bringing in a rental generator to support the hospital and its needs going forward. Clearly, it would not be the sourcing of these type of generators, the size of them, you would not even be able to replace within months because of what the infrastructure would take. So we are looking at what possibilities we need to do in the very short term.
If the hospital does decide to rent a generator, which Koch argues is the best short-term option, it will provide a 3rd backup for JFL.